Hi everyone. So MMPC 001, that is Management Functions and Organizational Processes. This is part of your semester 1, right? And it is relevant for students who are pursuing MBA from IGNOU, no matter which specialization. It is important for every one of you. So this is a subject which introduces the core functions of management as well as organizational processes like planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling, along with the basic insights on how organizations function and make their decisions. So it has a total of 14 units which have been divided across into 4 blocks. But when it comes to learning for term and examination, not all parts of the syllabus carry the same weight for your exam. And in this video, I will be walking you through the most important units and sections of MMPC 1 so that you can focus your efforts where they matter the most. We will be starting with the most important units and sections within those units first, and then we will follow it up by the medium and low priority ones. Okay. So starting with the high priority units, there are 4 units which are of most, you can say highest priority. That is unit number 4, planning, unit number 6, staffing and directing, and unit number 10, organization communication processes. Unit number 4 and 6 are from block number 2, whereas unit number 11 is from block number 4. Now, if possible, study all the units, sorry, all the sections in in these 3 units. But if it is not possible for you, I don't know when you're seeing this video, if it is not possible for you, if you don't have that time with you, then from unit number 4 you focus on 4.2, 4.4, 4.5, and 4.6, these units at the least. Similarly, unit number 6, you focus on 6.2, 6.3, 6.4, and 6.5. And in unit number 11, questions have come up from most of the sections. But if you have the time to study, so if you have the time to study, definitely you study all the sections. But if you don't have, then at least look for 11.2, 11.6, and 11.7. These units, these sections at least. Okay. Moving on to the medium importance units, we have unit 10, 13, 8, 12, 9, and 5. Okay, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units, we can say medium importance because they have questions asked from them, but not as much as unit 4, 6, or 11, right? So, which all sections do we have to consider while we are learning in these units? Unit number 10 is block number 4. So all sections are important actually. I cannot say a particular section is not important here because you need to have an overall understanding of unit number 10 for the kind of questions that have been asked from this particular unit. Similarly, unit number 13, if I have to say, though questions have come from most of the sections, you have to focus on 13.6, 13.7, 13.8, and 13.9 at least. If you have the time, then go for all the units. But if you don't have, then at least these units you have to study. Similarly, unit 8, that is leading and motivating from block number 3. If you have time, go for all sections. But if you don't have time, then focus on 8.2, 8.3, 8.4, 8.7, and 8.11. At least these many sections. Unit number 12, again, organization cultures. I cannot, rule down any particular section from this. The kind of questions that have been asked require you to have an overall understanding of this particular unit number 12. So go for all sections. Unit number 9, decision making, block number 3. Questions have come from most of the sections. If you have time, definitely focus on everything. If you don't have, then focus on 9.5, 9.6, 9.7, and 9.8. At least these many unit sections from unit 9 should focus on. Unit 5, organizing, is from block number 2. You have to focus mostly on sections 5.2, 5.3, 5.5, 5.7, and 5.8. At least these sections from unit 5 you have to focus. Most of the questions have come only from these units so far. So those were the high and medium importance sections, high and medium importance units. Now going to the last section, that is low importance unit. It is low importance only because maybe, only a couple of questions have come up from this from these units. But it doesn't mean that you can skip it you should not be skipping it. Questions have come from these units as well. So that is what you need to consider. And maybe who knows, depending on the number of times questions have been asked, by the time you write your term and examination, these units might even shift to medium. We can never be sure, right? Because questions have come up from these units. So low importance units, I would say unit number 7, unit number 14, unit number 1, unit number 2, unit number 3. All these are low importance unit. Doesn't mean you can skip it. That just means that while you're studying, you can keep them as last priority. That is all. Okay, so unit 7, controlling, from block number 3, you need to focus on 7.3, 7.4, 7.5, 7.6, and 7.8. These many sections. Unit 14, I cannot rule down any section. All sections are important because the kind of questions have come up is you need to have an overall understanding of everything there is in this unit. Unit 1 is the very first unit in this particular course, management and overview. Questions have come up from most of the units, all right. But if uh, if I have to say, Anu, just tell me a couple of sections from this unit so that I can focus properly, then I would say focus on 1.7 and 1.8 because most questions have come from these two. Similarly, unit 2, it is 2.2, but that is the most, that is one of the biggest sections in that particular unit. So you'll have to learn section 2.2. And unit 3 also, if I am to say, at least focus on 3.8, this particular section, because most questions have been from the section 3.8. But questions have come up from other sections as well. So if possible, you know, have an overall understanding of unit 3, because overall such short answer type of questions and all have come up, which will require you to have a overall, give a summary of the entire unit. So, if possible, unit 3 also try to cover all sections, but if not, then at least focus on this 3.8 at least. Okay. Um, and any section or any unit that I haven't covered so far is because they have not yet been part of any term and examination question papers. That doesn't mean that they will not be part of your exam as well. Questions can come from anywhere, right? But these are the areas where questions have come up most from whatever we have previously. So don't ignore any sections that I haven't covered so far. Don't ignore any section or any unit that I haven't covered so far. But focus on the high and medium important units first, move on to the low importance unit, and then skim through any unit or section that I haven't covered here as per your time frame. Okay. Similarly, when you are writing questions, writing answers for essay questions, it will be great if you can follow a format like, you start with an introduction, then you move on to the main content, the actual answer for the question that is being asked, and then wind up with a conclusion like that. If you can follow a format, it will be very good. And also, in order to get good marks, like in order to make marking your answer easy for the invigilator so that they can give you enough marks to make you pass, include examples with your answers. Sometimes questions ask to give examples, sometimes they don't. Whether they ask or not, give examples. And if it is possible, if the nature of the answer is such that you can illustrate it, you can summarize the key points using some kind of a figure or a table, do that. If not, at least try to use bullet points or divide your section answer into multiple sections. And when you are dividing into multiple sections, make sure to give a heading for each section and underline it so that they stand out. Okay. So that is some of the tips. And if since MMPC 1 most probably will be the very first time that you are going to face a term and examination from IGNOU, I would like to give you an overview of what you can expect as well. So far what happens is that when you go to write an exam in IGNOU, term and exam in IGNOU, they will give you an answer booklet. That is it. It will have around 30 pages. You will not be given any additional sheets or anything like that. All you have will be that answer booklet. So make sure you make the most out of it. So in that case, say for example, there is a question, there is an essay question that is for 20 marks. How much should I write? That is a common question that we will all have, especially when we are going for the first time, right? So my general rule of thumb is I will write one page for 5 marks. So 20 pages, sorry, 20 marks means 4 page for 20 marks. If not 4 page, at least I will try to hit 3 pages. Okay. 3 to 4 pages I will write for 20 marks. So that is because I can cover that much with my handwriting, the key points. By the time I write with example, illustrations and all those things, it comes to 3 to 4 marks. But say your handwriting is very small, then it will be very difficult for you to cover this 3 or 4 pages, correct? So in that case, don't go with this page count. Say for 20 marks, try to hit 500 to 600 words. Okay, anywhere between 500 to 600 words, you try. Okay, and if you have a very large handwriting, then awesome. Because by the time you write the main points itself, it will have eliminated your quota, right? Maximum that you will get is 3 or 4 pages per essay question. So like that, you can write. So if someone asks me how much should I write, this is the answer I can give you. And similarly for the format for MMPC 1. So if you look at the previous year question papers, you will notice that case studies have come up. Not all the time, but some term and examinations, they have asked for case studies. Okay, so in that case, what should you do? uh, Suppose say you're not very good at reading comprehension and all, and case study in that case will be very very scary for you. So questions will come like, I don't know case study, what am I going to do, will I pass? I say don't worry, don't worry. Passing in IGNOU term and examination is not a very baligara mala and all. It's not something which you cannot do. It is totally achievable. Yeah, trust me. See, the thing is, how to pass an IGNOU exam can be divided into two. Okay, one is your assignment. Okay, get good grades in assignment. Assignment is something which you do, right? You have all the things available with you, your textbook, your internet, chat GPT, everything is there at your disposal. So write your assignment properly. Okay, because assignment has 30% weightage. Okay, try to get an A grade or a B grade at least in your assignment. Do that. Properly, dedicatedly write your assignment. 30% there itself you get. Then is your term and examination. Now, to pass in a term and examination, you just need 40 marks. 40 marks. To get 40 marks, if you can uh, write like around two, I wouldn't say two will be a hard fetch because you'll have to get all 20 marks for it, right? Three essay questions, okay? Just three essay questions, if you can properly write the answer for, you will get 40 marks. You will pass your term and examination. And if you get an A or a B grade in your assignment, you will pass with absolute flying colors. Okay, for sure you'll get some C or B grade in your term. Overall grade you will definitely get. Then what is the question? Whether you pass or not and all. No question at all. You pass. Correct. So this is the thing. Learn smartly. Okay, we need that IGNOU MBA certificate. We are here for a reason. So let's make sure that we get it. Correct. So don't worry about the exact format of your term and examination and all. Don't worry about it too much. Don't waste your time over there. Focus on what you can control. And what you can control is this essay question. How you write answer for the essay question is what you can control. Focus over there. Okay, focus over there. Let's make that happen. And let's put everything else aside. If you are able to comprehend the case study, if you are able to write answer and get some marks from it, well and good. No, instead of 40, I'll get 50 marks. Who bonus for me? Who's complaining if I get more marks than 40, right? So do like that because exact format and all only IGNOU can tell. I am not the right person to say. I don't have the means to say also. Okay, so don't bother about stuff that you can't control, like case study, no case study, and all. Focus on what you can control. That is the high, medium, and low importance units. Okay, so that's it for the focus breakdown of MMPC 1. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share it with people you think it might benefit. Enable notifications, and once again, subscribe to the channel, please. It will help me grow, and that is how I can keep making these videos, correct? And if you want to have a downloadable version of the important sections that we have mentioned here, we have discussed so far, I'll leave a link to that in the description box, or I leave a QR code that you can scan on the screen, okay, whichever is possible by the time I upload this video, so that you'll have it. Okay, so happy learning and all the very best. Good luck with your exams. Have a great day.